the game, and what did you think about how the offense performed?
You know, there was some good things in that game. There really was. And in a game like that, again, we went against the number 1 defense, number 2 defense in the country. There were some really, really good things. You know, I thought we executed some things really well. But when it comes down to it, you know, the final minute things about it, you can't be one little bit off, and you got to be perfect on everything. And those were the things that got us. We just were a little bit off on 1 or 2 things, and that's what got us.
Did you guys change anything at all for not having Ladarius? You just stick to what you already planned because it was such a late decision.
Well, we did. We stayed exactly with what our plan was. Our plan was we felt like we could throw the football. We threw for over 300 yards, moved the ball down the field. You know, we felt that Tyler was on, he was accurate, and the receivers were open catching the ball, so we felt really good. We got rid of the ball quick. We didn't hold on to the ball for a very long time. The ball was out of Tyler's hands. We timed all his passes. They were all really, really good. The ball was out, and the guys were open, so it worked out well.
Well, you mentioned before, you know, that you gave a lot to Tyler in that game, responsibility-wise.
Sure.
How is that different than, say, September, with what you were giving him responsibility-wise?
Well, there still was a lot of responsibility during December, but I mean, this game plan that we went into against LSU, the big thing that was a concern of ours was the environment. You know, I mean, when you play at home, it's a little bit different, but when you're on the road, it can be pretty steep and pretty vital. I mean, you know, those guys get pretty loud and pretty crazy, so you got to make sure the communication is correct.
How concerned are you with the running game the last 3 games? I know you've fallen behind a couple of times, but even then, early on, the yards per carry isn't that great.
Well, again, we've played good defenses. I'm not going to sit here. I mean, you know, when you play number 1 and number 2 defenses in the country, they're really good. And those guys, you know, they're good for a reason because they play really good football. And, you know, we felt like with LSU, throwing the football was an advantage for us, and that's what we tried to explore.
And you look at the numbers over the past few years, that the rushing numbers have kind of steadily declined. Is that an issue, you think? Or is the product maybe more of the passing game becoming more prominent?
Well, I think, you know, when you look at us, you know, the passing game has really picked up. I mean, you know, Tyler can throw the football. You know, when we go recruit kids and bring them into this university, we're going to do what they can do. And I think that's the big issue there.
You're finally not playing a top 10 defense this week or top 1 defense, but I mean, they still have athletes on that side of the ball.
They sure do. I mean, you know, John Allen is doing a really good job. You know, and they're in a tough situation, but they're doing a good job. They're keeping their guys together. They're running to the football. You watch them all film. You know, they're playing hard.